Ooh, it's time to go live. Are we live? We're live. What's up, y'all? Let's go. Got what to do. Yeah, where's the mic? Mic is right here. Okay. We've got biceps. We've got abs. We've got a pretty quick workout, but we're gonna make the most of it, y'all. We're gonna make the most of it. Why is that camera down there? Let's go. Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. What do we got today? We got some Scott curls. We got straight bar Scott curls. We got straight bar Scott curls. We've got some preachers. We've got some single arm pull down curls. Let me find a bar though. A lot of these bars are bent. That was pretty good. That one's pretty good. And then what? Pull down curls. And then what was reverse grip curls. Reverse grip curls. Yes. Let's go, guys. Anybody want to go some arms today? Anybody want? We got abs today. When's the last time we did abs? I don't know if I've done abs in the last 2 years. Probably been a couple. It's probably been a couple years. Iron Vendetta, what's up, brother? How are you doing, man? We got biceps and abs. We're gonna get it done. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna make these muscles grow. We're gonna stick to the basics. We're gonna move pretty quick. High intensity training protocol, pretty quick. After warm up, 1 set only. From there, except for abs, we're going to do 2 sets of hanging leg raises and 2 sets of rope crunches. And then maybe some bench crunches. We'll see. But guys, thanks for jumping on. A lot of the OGs coming back real tight today. What's up? Good afternoon. Let's get it. You know it. Let's time to grow. Time to go back and tries tonight. Nice. I got biceps and abs. Yesterday, I had back. Crushed the deadlifts for 20 reps on the Widowmaker at the end. Needless to say, biceps were out of the equation after that. Most everything was, I was a zombie the rest of the day, to be honest with you. And I was like, okay. I woke up this morning, I'm like, I got legs? No, I'm going to take the day off on legs. Just throwing some biceps and abs today and then resume the normal scheduled workout tomorrow for bicep or back. What? Legs. You know what I'm talking about. All right. Anyway, let's warm up. Let's grow some muscles and let's get it done, son. Let's go. Oof. All right, let's go. I got some meals in me, ready to go. I got some loose muscles today, ready to go. It's not 6 a.m., so been moving and grooving the whole day. But we're gonna wake them up first because we still got to do that. Still part of the game. Gotta wake these muscles up. I kind of like a little bit wider grip on the Scott style straight bar. So I'm gonna curl the wrist, then we're gonna curl the bar, and we're gonna keep those elbows back. Almost like the negative of a drag curl, honestly. But let's see what we can do. Curl here, and then down we go. 1. Curl, down 2. Curl, 3. Everything is intentional. Up. Wake those arms up. Come on, big arms. There we go. Not too shabby, y'all. All right, we're getting work done. We've got biceps and abs. We just started. So get ready for some suffering. Let's see what I missed. Thanks for jumping on, guys. We're doing biceps, doing straight bar first. Larry Scott style, and then we're gonna go to preachers, pull down curls, and reverses. You guys fire away questions, comments, concerns. I'll get to them as we go. We'll move on up for there. Thank you. Good job. Thank you. Let's see. Part of the game. Yes, there we go. Overhead extensions, long ab strap pushdowns for triceps tonight. Nice, nice, nice. I love it. Hello, hello, everybody. Trayton, thank you for subbing. Appreciate you guys. Let's go warm up round dos right here. Shares, like, subs, comments, all the above. Time to wake them up, and grow them up. I'm doing a little extra warm up. Wrist curl, arm curl, then negative. Wrist, arms down. Oh, that's nice. Wrist, arms down. These are not work sets. We will not take them to failure. We will move up and wait to go to failure. Nice. Unimus Maximus, guys. All right, guys. Thanks for jumping on. What'd I miss? Lend $100. I can't lend you 100. You gotta work for it. Hello, James. What's up, man? Guto, thank you for jumping on. James is subbing too. Thank you. You guys are awesome today. Thank you. Let's get it done. Go to the gym is useless when you smoke 60 a day. No. Actually, it's more important now than ever if you're addicted to drugs or cigarettes or anything like that. Yeah. Let's see. Soccer, thank you. I'm trying to get to all the comments the best I can. So, Josh, I don't know what you're asking, but arms? I'm not sure. Are you asking about arms? About to eat meal 24 today. Get it done. There we go. Troll says, what roids you on? I've been natty for life, but thank you for thinking that I'm sauced up when I'm natty. That's a compliment. Huge compliment. Thank you. Trumper Harris, we don't talk about that here. We talk about fitness, food, and making gains, y'all. Let's see. You'll get ripped. We're trying to get ripped. Hello from Russia. What's up? Welcome. Yeah, worldwide. Thanks for being on, guys. Let's throw on some weights and then move up and on. Let's go. Let's go at 10. Let's go for another warm up. Yeah. I'm not trying to wear out on the warm ups, but make sure these bicepticles are fully activated and ready for work. Thanks, guys. All right. Never been to Russia. I always wanted to go. But I don't know if I'm welcome there, but if I am, that'd be great to go visit you guys, hit some workouts. I know there's some absolute freaks from Russia, so very, very cool. Have some friends there, actually, that were living here, and now they're back there. But either way, it's a beautiful thing, beautiful country. Let's see. Are you Jewish or Crichton? I am human, brother. Human first. Recording in public gym needs to stop. Miami, I am not for you. You need to stroll on, homie. Are you in stress? I'm always stressed, but the good kind. Hi from India. What's up? Praveen, what's up, man? Am I saying that right? I don't know. Watching from Minnesota. We're worldwide, Minnesota. Yes. That's awesome. Got one of my old best friends lives in Minnesota. And beautiful state for sure. Hello. What's up? See, Christopher says, you so racist. I'm not sure what that means, but I wish you the best, bro. Please suggest steroid for beginners with low side. Here's the thing. You got to stay natty, brother. You're not doing anything right if you're jumping straight to the sauce. You need to get the fundamental 5 dialed in. Training, nutrition, natural supplementation, recovery, and mindset. You dial in on those 5 for the next 10 years. Then you'll stay natty, and you'll thank me later. So that's it. I don't know. I don't know what that means, Bora Bora, but okay. Love from Bangladesh. Man, we are worldwide. That's awesome. Osama says, are you natty or not? I've been natty for life, brother. Yeah. Please suggest steroid. No, you need to stay natty, dude. I'm not suggesting to get on sauce. That's the wrong philosophy. That is the wrong approach. You're doing the wrong thing from the get-go. Yeah. Let's see. You say can see some hard work there. Praveen, thank you. You look like you're big, or you are in big stress. No, this is just normally how I look, relaxed and happy. So it's the best I got. This is the face I was born with. So anyway, we're gonna do the best we can, but we're about to get stressful. We're about to get swolly. We're about to get nasty. And that just means we're about to work on the weights. So Remember, curl the wrist, curl the bar, and then get that solid negative on the way down. Tim, what's up, brother? How are you? Good to see you on, my man. We're getting it done. 3, 2, 1. Let's have some fun. Wrist, then bar, then we go down nice and slow. Trying to push the scaps back to get that bicep dialed in. Super isolated, although it's not an isolation exercise, but whatever. You guys know what I mean. Not even close to fail. Yeah, not too shabby, y'all. Not too shabby. Thanks for the likes, the comments, the concerns, and even the trolls. Appreciate you all. Let's see. Love from Zimbabwe. What's up, Ethan? How are you, my man? Thank you for jumping on. Very kind of you to be here. Very kind of you. Let's go 10s off. Let's go. Now, these are pounds, right? 10 off, 25 on. We'll be at, what, 50 pounds on each side of the bar. And then we'll get it done for the work. Put that there. Put that there. Let's do some work. Okay. Now we're going to do a rest pause set. You guys know what a rest pause set is? I know you do, Iron Vendetta. You already know the answers, brother. But a DC rest pause, specifically, let me get some water. Let's do some work. Water, comments, and then work. Here we go. These bars are ice cold, man. It's pretty cold in here, actually. Yeah. You have an amazing physique, man. Well, thank you, Osama. I appreciate it. What are your PRs? I got quite a few. So what are you looking for specifically? And in general, I don't do PRs for like 1 rep maxes, but I do have my own personal record in terms of weights that I've done in specific movements over the years. 2 body part in a day or single body part depends on your split, bro. I've been doing PPL for a long time, but today I mix it up. We're doing biceps and abs. Bicep size, we're sitting around 20 on the arms right now. How often do you train each week? I mean, really, it's a 6-day split, but I'm trying to throw in more rest days, but it's not working. Seem to be addicted to the gym. Praveen, I'm not sure what you mean, bro, but you need to keep this rated PG, brother. I'm not tolerating the bullshit, so either tighten up or move on. Osama, squat. Oh, PR for the squat. I did 630. Oh, wait, 635 for 6 back in the day. Yeah. When are you doing abs? Right after biceps. After biceps, we're doing abs. But first, water. How to lose fat faster. First of all, we got to get out the microwave mentality. So if you're coming to the gym, you want a cheat code to build muscle, there's none there. You want a cheat code to burn fat, there is none there. It is time and consistent effort. But let's go over the rules. The fundamental 5: training, nutrition, natural supplementation, recovery, and mindset. You want to build, the answer is within the 5. You want to burn, the answer is within those 5. 40 to 60 grams of protein every 3 hours from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed. Take notes. You're going to eat 4 to 6 meals a day to get that done. You're going to change the majority of starchy carbs to fibrous. So instead of a big pile of rice, you go maybe a smaller pile of rice and then a big pile of green beans or broccoli. You're going to do high-intensity interval training, cardio, over 3 to 5 times a week. Steady state is a trashy joke. Stop listening to the small influencers that don't know how to burn fat fast. Stick with that. You'll maintain the muscle that you've been putting on, and you'll get leaner. You'll raise your metabolic health, and you won't have to lose body fat next time. You'll just stay lean year-round for the most part. After that, throw in a little bit of creatine, throw in a little protein shake, glutamine, increase the healthier digestion, increase your muscle growing abilities, and make sure your nitrogen balance is on point. Get 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night. and then keep developing your mind to become a champion. Once you do that, body fat becomes a thing of the past, metabolic health becomes a thing of the present and the future, and you can change your body on command within weeks or a few months instead of years. Okay? But that would be the way to approach it, and there's the answer. Too good to be true. Dang you, Jack. Thank you. Doing my best. Been doing this for 30 years. Praveen, how old are you? You're asking me. I'm 45 this year, and this is be the 30th year in the game. Do you recommend cardio before or after workouts? I recommend no cardio. I recommend you train high-intensity training. The aerobic and the anaerobic will be benefited both during that session, and you don't need some additional cardio. Now, if you're doing a show and you need to get ultra shredded 3 to 5 times a week on the high-intensity interval training, bike is a good idea. But if you're going to do it around a workout ever, it would be after the workout. Make sure you bring your protein shake with you to the gym, and then you move on. See, lad, I think that's how you say it. Brother, I'm a beginner lifter. Notice my right arm is a little bigger than my left. Not severe, just like everyone. Should I worry about the imbalance or just lift? Here's the thing. I'm glad that you're being self-aware enough to know that everybody has a dominant arm, and I guess for lack of a better term, an arm that is inferior to that dominant arm. That being said, you want to train bilaterally, everything together, okay? Majority of the time, for example, straight bar curl, use both arms most of the time. Then when you do unilateral movements, you want to start with the strong arm and then make the weaker or less dominant arm match it. It's not the other way around. Everyone that says it is wrong and small and doesn't know how to grow muscle. So let me repeat that. If you do unilateral movements, start with the dominant arm. If you get, like, let's say 8 reps at 80 pounds on dumbbell curls, single arm dumbbell curls, you're going to match the weaker arm for the same. You want the weaker arm to chase the stronger arm, not the other way around, because the weak arm does not set the standard, the strong arm does, okay? Start there. Don't worry too much about it. Keep your bilateral movements in there, and then just put the mind on the muscle just a little bit more on the inferior arm to make sure that it's trying to chase the strong arm, okay? Anyway, you guys are awesome. A lot of good engagement, a lot of good questions, guys. Matt, what's up, man? Welcome back, brother. Thank you so much, sir. I noted all the points. You got it. I don't know if I'm saying your name right, but Shyam? I don't know if I'm saying it right, but correct me if I'm wrong. Otherwise, I'll do my best. Real Deal Prime is back. Welcome, welcome. Was at the gym already? Might go back to, no. Relax. Eat a steak. Grow muscle, brother. The Bearded Artist is back. What's up? Hey, I do 80 reps, 4 sets of sided hammer curls, 50 reps, 2 sets. Are you talking about 50 pounds, 80 pounds? Because 80 reps, 50 reps, that's a lot of reps. That's too many reps. You need to help me out, bro. I'm not sure. Not following. By the way, dumbbell is 12.5 kilos or 29. Great tips, thank you. Of course, yeah. Let me do one acclimation, and I might throw on a little fiber on this to bump up the weight. So remember, we're doing 1 set, right? A rest pause, a DC rest pause. So I'm gonna get 4 to 6, set it down, breathe 15 times. Try to get at least half on the second round. So if I get 6, go for 3, set it down, breathe 15 times, you get back for 1 or 2. Wrist curl, arm curl, and then keep the wrist curled on the way down. You're gonna bring your elbows back a little bit and let it drag on the way down, okay? That's the move. Let me just test this out. I might go heavier. I did this one for 5 last week. I need to beat the logbook, and I'm going to go for beating logbook on both weight and reps today, okay? So this is just a CNS prep set right here, acclimation to the move. Let's go. Set it. Ready? Wrist, arm, then negative. Wrist, arm, then negative. One more. Beautiful. And down we go. I'm going to throw a fiber on each side. Why? Because a little bit goes a long way. You don't have to break records, massive jumps every time you're trying to progressive overload. Something like this is going to make all the difference in the world. I'll be up 10 pounds, but I'm going to try to get 1 more rep. Then move on from there. No straps on these. You want the wrists to be movable in the grip, okay? Bro, you're weak. You know what? I'm doing the best I can. That's why I'm at the gym. If you're weak and small, where should you go? You should get your ass to the gym. So I'm in the perfect spot, brother. Good news is I'm not weaker than you and not smaller than you, and that's okay. I don't want to ruin your workout with my questions, bro, but do you think this is a good intense workout? Oh, well, here's the thing. You're not going to ruin my workout. I went live specifically to talk to you guys during my workout, so I appreciate you, okay? And you can ask as many times as you want. However, the bearded artist, I did not understand the program that you were laying out. You were saying you're doing 80 reps for 2 sets and then 50 reps for 2 sets. Do you mean pounds? Is that what you're talking about? Are you literally doing 80 repetitions of one exercise? If that's the case, that is about 70 reps too many, and we need to recalibrate, brother. You got small legs, probably smaller than most IFBB pros, but they're not small. Yeah, no, he can talk shit all he wants. It doesn't bother me. Your calves are super small. So is your brain, brother. Bro, this gene guy probably has stick leg. I know most people that talk shit are just projecting their insecurities, so it's fine with me. All right, here we go. We got to lock in. We got to get 6, 3, and then 1. Oh, we're about to take it to the edge of insanity. And you guys know I can't chew gum and lift weights at the same time because my CNS does not calculate correctly. Okay, haters gonna hate. Indeed they will. Indeed they will. Skittle Scat Pat, what's up? Get some, looking good, thank you. These calves are bigger than. That's fine. I mean, I don't disagree that this angle is not flattering for my calves. However, they're not small, but I understand what you mean. But when I do look back at some of these videos, I'm like, okay, that's fair to say, but they don't really know who I am. But if you want to see my small calves, you can go check out my TikTok because I do plenty of calf work over there. Anyway, the whole point is to grow these arms like we mean it in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 6, 3, 1. Let's go. 6, 3, and 1. Go again. 5, 6. One. Let's go. Curl, curl. Negative. Curl. Curl. Negative. All right, 15 deep breaths. And 3, then 1. 14 and 15. No time to waste. Get back to 3. Here we go. And 1, and 2, and 3. Oh, here we go. Let's go. One more. Yeah. Oh, okay. 1 more. rep. And 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 1 rep. 1 perfect rep. 1 perfect Larry Scott straight bar curl rep. And 3, and 2, and 1. Let's go. Get it right. Get it right. Oh, that was amazing. Yes, yes, yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, let me write this down. We're going to move on to preachies. Preachy curls. Oh, I like midday training. It's nice. No, it's 1:30 here where I live. That's a beautiful thing. Oh, real nice. Here we go. Here we go. Let's lock them up. Hit the preachers. The plate loaded? Yes, the plate loaded. All right, let's get to it. Let's get to it, guys. Here we go. Lock them in. Let me back this up real quick. See what I miss. Not losing weight. Went only in calorie deficit. What kind of cardio should I do? But you need to train and grow muscle. Stop with the cardio. Stop with the weight loss. Yes, real deal problem. Let's go. Yeah, but I feel like the dumbbell is way too light for me. You think I should get heavier dumbbells? The bearded artist. I need to know a little more. Yeah, as I'm coaching, hit me up with the links. DM me Instagram or TikTok. But in terms of your question here, I asked because you said you were doing 80 reps for 2 sets. And I'm confused because nobody should be doing 80 reps of anything. So did you really mean you're doing 80 repetitions of curls? So if that's the case, that's not how you should train. Okay. Let's see, beast mode is on indeed. Where your triceps look like dinosaur jaw. Guy is back, what's up, man? Impressive 100-ish. Priest of one, thank you. Guy, don't worry, man. Thank you for being on. Been at school, that's all good, dude. I get it. You're at school, no worries. How many times do you do cardio in a week? 0 times a week. Unless you count running from my problems on a daily basis, then every day. Something will come out of your back. I'm not sure what that means, but hopefully it'll be a demon and I could take over the world with it. Put my back against the wall. Yeah, those are strict curls. That's a whole different animal. Yeah. Sound like a convict taking it up the. Yeah, you're gonna have to peace out, brother, because you're not appropriate. So too bad for you. You're out skis. All right, sauce of the guild. No peace. Actually, I've been natural my whole life, so it's. Yeah, I just blocked them. It's just you guys start talking shit. That's inappropriate. It's just too much. Here's the sad thing. He could have gone on and on. I would have fired back because I can do something about small calves, but he can't do much about the small mind he has. And that's sad because that video is going to be around for his lifetime. I just wish he could do better because, in my opinion, he could, right? There's no reason to be a piece of shit human being, right? So, anyway, it is what it is. We're going to let people like that go and move on. Let's see. That's good, though. You should take a minute break. I'm doing my best. You have fitness influencer or someone you look up to? No. There's 0 people that I look up to because everybody out there now is just trash. Yeah. Just focus on those who want to be. Exactly. How long have you been training for? 30 years. Now, there are people that I did look up to, but then I realized they're people just like me. So I took them off the pedestal, and I built my own pedestal for myself, which you should do the same. So you don't need to be following around influencers. I am, if anything, I'm the anti-influencer. I'd rather you drop all these assholes, stop listening to any of them, just experiment with your own journey of becoming a better bodybuilder, and then move up from there, which is why I give you the guys the basics, not the answers. The basics are the fundamental 5 of training, nutrition, natural supplementation, recovery, mindset. There is no specific answer in there, except for those are the 5 things you need to master to get the best out of what you're trying to achieve. And don't put anybody on a pedestal. They're not worth it. They're just people, just like you. So, bro, ignore reading the hater. Yeah, I'm done with haters. Saeed, what's up, brother? How are you doing, man? I'm doing well. Welcome back. Who's your favorite fitness influencer, though? I swear to God, I don't follow fitness influencers. I just don't follow them. I can't stand most of them, and the rest of them give out trash information. They have nothing I want. They're skinny. They're small. They're weak. They talk about things that don't matter. I don't follow anybody, and I mean that. And I would tell you guys to fucking don't follow anybody too. Like, just look for the right answer to build muscle and become healthier along the way. That's it. I'm in the trenches with you guys. You guys aren't following me. You guys are with me, right? That's the difference. I'm not trying to preach at you. I'm trying to help you grow faster, do better than I ever did, will not waste so much time. Why? Because I got the answers. And everyone's giving out bad information. I'm going to give you guys good information. I'm just doing an acclimation set because I make sure my guys are ready to fire off so I don't tear off the bone. I understand the influencer concept is a normal thing for most of you that are on because you're young. We never did that when I was younger. We had mythical idols that came from magazines and a rare VHS tape, like the Lavronis, the Flex Wheelers, the Dorian Yates of the world. And then you meet them and you're like, oh, they're just regular guys. Okay, well, so we don't put anybody on pedestals. At least I don't. Got rid of the pedestals a long time ago, as you should too, because your own greatness is more than enough. That's the whole point. It's not because you should go on hating the world. You should just recognize everyone is on their own path, and you need to focus on yours to become the best version of you. Because we need that from you, right? We need that from you. How much weight on the preacher? Whoa, 2 plates right now, 245, so 90 pounds. But I'm going to throw a 3rd plate on, and we're going to do the set. How old are you? Oh, he can ask how old I am. Peace, no worry. 45, yeah. They asked that before, so yeah. I have a habit of doing preachers with the hammer grip. No, those are actually a beautiful thing, but this is not set up for that. The actual piece that is vertical is not appropriate enough to hold on to. But there are some machines that I do connect with like that. I should mix up using handles too. Indeed, it is a beautiful thing. Yes, grip matters for sure. So there's a couple grips that matter on this. There's the straight on grip, right? Straight on, meaning when you pull up, your arms, your wrists, your biceps, and your shoulders are all in alignment. You can't really see it, but that's what it looks like. It's all in alignment, okay? Then there's the venture on of Larry Scott style where your wrists are outside of your shoulders and your elbows are in. Yes, it's weird, but it works a really, really different way on the bicep. And then there's the closer grip with your elbows slightly out or your wrists on the inside of your elbows. And that's, again, changes the resistance. And then, of course, the hammer position makes a difference as well. Let me throw some weight on. Let's get some work done. And then we got to move on pretty quick because I got to finish this. I got to do single arm pull down curls, reverses, and then abs. I haven't done abs in like 2 or 3 years. So I guess now's as good a time as any, right? So supinated grip, indeed, yes. Can I hit the bicep pose after the workout? We'll see about that. Where do you see the John Shore? Copy that. You guys are funny. Have you ever experienced any serious injuries like muscle? No, thank God. And I say thank God because probably the first 5 to 7 years, I got a lot of things accidentally right. And then at that point, I started becoming much more in tune with my body in terms of learning what I actually got right and doing it on purpose instead of by accident. And then even becoming more self-aware to stay away from the things that are wrong, Okay. So I've been very lucky in that regard. So, yeah. But, yeah, here we go. Good warm-up heat. Indeed it is. Yeah. All right. Speaking of warm-up, we are ready. We're warm, and it's time to grind. So we got 3 plates on there. And then we're going to get probably 6 to 8, half and half on a rest pause. 15 count on each. Breathing. These are straight up and down, okay? All right, you ready for this? You only have one chance to grow. There is no other chance, all right? We got 1, 2. Let's see on the other side. 3. Ah, 2. There we go. There we go. It's kind of light. Come on, go again. Gotta bring the tension in. One more. Okay. Breathe it out. Let's get 4 and 2. And 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. I gotta get 4 and then 2, 4 and then 2, 4 and 2. Yes, I know I'm lifting my elbows on purpose, guys. If you're wondering. 15, 14, 13, 12. Holy smokes, that's a pump. 12, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Come on, 2 perfect reps. 2 perfect reps. Let's go. 2 perfect reps. I want to go slower on the up. I want to go longer in the contraction. I want to go slower on the down. 1, 2. One more. Ow. All right, give me a sec to rack these. And then I'll be right back for the single arm pull downs. Oh, smokes. That's bananas, y'all. This area right here is feeling crazy. Okay, freaks. Moving up, moving on. Everything is intentional. Everything is for. I'm gonna get to the comments here momentarily. But we're doing single arm pull down curls. What is that? It's exactly what it sounds like. It's exactly what it sounds like. Give me a sec to find a good station. We got one right here. Ooh, right over the end. That's it. Okay. Arms feel so pumped right now. So pumped. All right, freaks. Let's get this done. Let me find a handle. Hold on. One moment. Oh, like it was meant to be, y'all. I found one right here. Oh, that's gonna be nice. The arms are feeling. Whoa. So whoa. All right. You guys know what pull down curls are, right? Literally curl in a pull down fashion. It's not really a pull down, but it's not really a curl. It's a pull down curl. If you don't know, go check out my TikTok, or I think I got a few videos up on the shorts list over here. So let me back it up real quick. Catch up on these. Saeed says, the question, I only do 1 to 2 warm-up sets, followed by 1 heavy DC for rest pause or straight bar curl for biceps once a week. What do you think about it? I think that's perfect, bro. I think that's awesome. You're doing great. Broke my humerus arm wrestling, so I had to take 4 months off, and now I feel like my arm won't ever be. Here's the thing. If you go through an injury like that, coming back is a process. However, you can teach yourself how to train more efficiently, better than ever. Now, I haven't had any major injuries, but I did have one fluke of a tweak in my shoulder, this shoulder right here, back in 2012, 11, probably 11. And I was warming up on dumbbell flat bench. And I was in this position, and then my shoulder gave out. That's all that happened. And then I couldn't bench the bar. It took me 3 months to get back to the bar. And it took me about 1.5 years to go from that to benching 500 for reps. So I taught myself how to train better over time. That being said, you should learn from this. Don't come back in with a can't do or limited or negative or pessimistic mindset. Look for solutions to become better. It's not going to look like it used to. What I mean is the way that you train is not going to look like it used to. Your arms are going to look better than ever, right? But you have to focus on looking for ways to make that happen, okay? Depends on how long you've been training. Yes, indeed. The reason why you're not sitting, because the seat is not, I don't know why they put a seat on creepers on it. They just stand and lean into the pad. I mean, there's just no better position. You should be standing and leaning. You shouldn't be sitting. Sitting puts you in a position where you could kind of sit away from the machine instead of leaning into the pad. So I guarantee it by standing. Deeper stretch, indeed. Deeper stretch, too. Yeah, you definitely use all the grips eventually. We're going to turn to superset. That's the plan. That's the plan. Favorite tricep movement? All the basics, man. Skull crushers, push downs, dips, reverse grip bench, close grip bench. Those are my favorites. Did I say push downs? Yeah. Anyway. You do standing alternate dumbbell? I do, but not right now. What are you training today? Biceps and abs. Biceps and abs. We're almost out with biceps. Yeah. So, hey, I'll be back. Okay, good. Get it done, bro. Take care of the cat. Yeah, of course. Yeah. They used to have cats when I was younger. Here's so many things on this. What's a good time to stretch? If you're going to stretch, it's going to be after the workout, at the end. Not before, and definitely not during. Okay? So, anyway, here we go. We're going to do this. And in fact, if you grab my High Intensity Training Series Volume 1 PDF, the Ultimate DC Training Guide, you'll see, not that you have to, but it's a 38-page PDF on how to do DC training. But I do include the extreme stretching, and that is done. It is created by Dante Trill, but it is done at the end of a workout. Always. Perfect. It's perfect at the end of a workout. Okay. Single arm pull downs. We're going to be right here. So pull down curls or curl and then drop the elbow as soon as you get full contraction. Okay. That's what we're trying to achieve right here or right now. So you're going to kind of lean back on the way up and then lean in on the way down. Because we're curling, right? We're curling. So we're doing single arm, and I put the double arm weight. Okay, here we go. So curl, ready? It's going to be curl here and contract. This is all bicep. People want to say it's back, but I'm curling. It is 100% locked the f up. Here we go. You're going to kind of lean a little bit out so that it is a straight pull down. Here we go. That's such a connection. One more. Now, I'm going to show you this angle here from the inside of the arm, right? You can kind of see what I'm talking about, right? So we're going to lean here. We're going to curl. It's all biceps. It's all biceps. All right? Stretch out. Curl in. Stretch out. Curl in. Yeah. That is a nasty connection. Oh. Son of a gun. Yeah. That is so crazy. One more. Ah! Ouch. Yeah, it's a nasty squeeze for sure. Let me we gotta reverse this and we're done. We got the abs, we gotta get out of here. Because I gotta home to the pups. Home to the pups. Alright. Straight bar reverse? Sure. Nah, it doesn't matter. We'll set up over here. Okay, freaks. Bro, I'm 6'2". Takes forever to put any real mass. So here's the game. It takes forever for everybody. It literally takes forever for everybody if you do it naturally. If I look at 30 years of experience, I put on 2 pounds a year, maybe. And a few years in the beginning, I put on a little bit more than that. So the answer, stop thinking about what you're not achieving and start thinking about how you can achieve. This is what I always talk about. It's not a secret, but the success mindset is look for ways to get what you want and focus on what you want, not what you don't want. Okay? You're saying it takes forever to put any real mass on. You're focusing on the fact that it takes forever to put mass on. When instead you could use that same energy to focus on to continue on how to increase your calories, how to train more efficiently, how to use rest to maximize your full potential in your growth processes. It's the same energy. It's just a different focus. Always focus on what you do want, not what you don't want. Because, like I give this example before, going in a contest with the mindset of not losing is not the same as going into a contest with the mindset of winning. That's two different philosophies. And it's the same thing here. Right? Anyway, hope that helps. Food. That's it, man. You remember me? Of course I remember you, bro. Of course I remember. Yeah. Thank you for being on. Thank you for coming back on. It's always very kind when I see some handles that I recognize. So, what are we doing? I don't know. Kind of far from the barbell. But I gotta, oh, because we're going over here for barbell. I gotta go 135. 135. So, did you guys know your reverse and, what's up, bro? Your reverse and your regular straight bar curl should be equal in strength? Now, is mine? No. In most people's? No. But should it be? Yes. For a nice balance arm? Absolutely. And that's why we're doing this. We got to do abs after this. 1 acclimation and 1 work set. But you guys know what this is about. It's about making gains. All right. Remember, you want when you curl up, you want to try to draw those elbows in. That's how it looks from the front. Curl, draw the elbows in, and then come up, okay? That's how it's going to look. It's hard to notice on certain angles, but that is the case. So, here, right? And draw the elbows in on the way up. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That's nice. Go again. All right. We are going to do the 45 for the work set because I'm feeling real good right now. Holy smokes. Last set of the day for arms right here. Coming up. Then we got 2 sets hanging leg raises. 2 sets ab crunches, rope crunches. And then I'll throw in probably one, what do they call that? I forgot. I was a gymnast and I forgot what it's called. Pikes, I think. Elbows in and up, yeah. So wherever you start, if you start wide, it's still elbows in and up, just not as much. Up, draw in. But if you start here, you have to draw those in pretty tight, okay? Okay, let's lock them up. I need to get 6, plus I'll probably throw a few cheats in there, maybe 7, 8, and then we'll move on to abs. Thanks for jumping on, guys. Still trying to figure out the method to this madness on YouTube live stream and social media. If you guys have any pointers, let me know. Otherwise, let's keep lifting weights and hoping for the best. What I mean is I'm trying to build the community, but it's a slow and steady process, and I would imagine that's probably just how it's going to be, just like the rest of everything in my life, which was slow and steady. So hopefully by the time I'm 50, 5 years from now, we'll have a nice community of freaks growing muscle. Let's go. All right, let's do some work. Remember, I'm trying now. This is another thing. Do you want to start with your wrists out here, or here, or here? I try to start a little bit forward because when you come up, they're going to want to fall. They're going to want to fall. But if they fall in the context of starting here, then they're straight on at the top. Whereas if you start here and they fall, now you're below, okay? Where you need to be. Anyway, just a little heads up on that. 1, 2, 3. I got one for you, and I got some for me. Let's go. Let's go. What am I doing? Going 6 to 8. Son of a gun, that's heavy. Go, go, yeah. One more. Okay, ouch. That was awesome. A little cheaty, but whatever. I'll get better next time. Not mad about it. A lot of people overanalyze. Like, oh, those aren't strict. Easy does it. Your arms are going to be fine. Now let's talk about bridging the gap between textbook and nature. And that's the sweet spot of growth while also minimizing any risk of injury. Evening from the UK. What's up, David? How are you doing, brother? Welcome back. It is evening over there, isn't it? Smack dab in the afternoon for us. Here, do some leg lifts, rope crunches. We're out skis. Yes, real deal problem. You got it, brother. All right. This one will be over here. What are you doing? Cleaning floors? I just need a bar to hang on. That's all I need. A bar to hang on. What's up, brother? You guys closing here or what? Oh, can I walk through? Thanks, bro. Keeping it clean. Keeping it clean. All right. What are we doing? We're doing abs. I'm gonna move this out the way. Okay. This out the way. And then we're gonna grab this bar, do some leg lifts, okay? Okay. 6:27 p.m. here in Newfoundland. Canada. Oh, you're in Canada. Nice. Good, good. Yeah. Worldwide, guys. Appreciate you being on. Let me just pop this over here. I'm going to be hanging around, lifting the legs. That's it. That's all I'm doing. All right. Now, normally I use straps, but I'm just going to hang on for dear life. Now, a couple of things about abs, right? You're going to give me as many as you got, the leg straight. Then if you need to do some bonus reps, then bend the knee, right? But the whole key is in the hip. It's from here, then roll forward, roll under by crunching those abs. Think about it as like an accordion, right? An old accordion, right? Where you're crunching these together, hips and chest go together, okay? Anyway, here we go. In 3, hold on. Let's go. We got to set it. We got to get some work done. Probably a good time to do it. Jeremy, what's up, bro? How are you, my dude? But I remember doing the abs after 1 month and feeling the crazy. That does happen. See, Trash Talking Ape says, so if I want to take steroids and look like you, once I hit natty peak, how much should I fear cardiovascular failure and shit like that? Do you chill, not worry, or is it something you sweat? So I'm trying to decipher all that. But number one, stay natty. Number two, I've been natty for life, so I don't know what you're talking about. Once you want to look like me, you can get well beyond anything I achieved natural, 100%. Number four, you better give yourself decades, not days or weeks or months. So with that in mind, focus on the fundamental 5: training, nutrition, natural supplementation, recovery, and mindset. So that's it. What do you take? I take my work serious, brother. Surviving and seeing why. I know, man. I've been over here though. Shred Kelly, you natty, yeah, been natty for life, yeah. Let's see. Trash Talking Ape says, dude, what? How much you weigh and height? I'm 5'7", 223. Guys, don't underestimate the natty potential. That's what I'm saying. If you guys don't know, I've been natty for life. Been doing this shit for 30 years, guys. But TikTok, I've just been posting videos there because the algorithms have gone to trash for the live stream. And I'm like, I'm going to give YouTube my attention for a little while. So that's why we're here, yeah. But yeah, if you guys don't know, Jeremy was with me almost since the beginning over on TikTok of the lives. Been doing that for about 2 years. So let's go one more round, okay? Here we go, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Little twist. Make it harder, not easier. Yeah. Whew. All right. We do row crunches. Get out of here. Thanks for being on, guys. Great conversation. Great topics. Let's keep going. What about Instagram? Instagram. I don't know, man. I should get my ass back on there. I mean, I still have it, but I hardly ever post. So, all right, let me get to the rope crunches, and I'll be happy to read your comments there, bro. All right, 202. Probably about 5 minutes, hit 2 sets, maybe. And then we're done, so. Rope crunches. These are seated on the pull down station. So, let's see, 5, 7, 2, 2, 3. It's way not natural. Bro, you must be new here. Thank you for the compliment. But I've been natty for life. And that's okay if you don't believe me. Doesn't change the fact. And you should stay natty. I guarantee 99% of everyone here should stay natty because you're not going close to pro. So that's not something to dissuade you from giving your best. But I'm not crossing over, and I would never cross over now. I'm 45. But yeah, it's not worth it, guys. I'm not having a gear, so your ability to be honest and decide on whether you think people will follow through on taking stuff. Well, why did you bring it up then? You're insanely big, and it's an FFMI way above natural. I know I've heard a lot of people talk shit about my FFMI, but it just sit around 30, and it is what it is. So, but like I always say, and this is anybody watching on the live stream or the replay, I live in Phoenix. My Venmo's in the link. My number is in the link. Text me, order whatever test you want for the sauce, for my blood test. It doesn't matter. You name the date, you name the time, you name the lab. Make sure it's a WADA level lab, so it's Olympic level testing, and I will go get it done, and I'll post it all for everyone to see. But nobody ever takes me up on that. So anyway, I'll be waiting. A little class would be recommended, indeed. If you're a 45 natural, you best running Coleman if you hopped on. Well, that might be true. However, I did not hop on when I was in my 20s, so that was never an option. Okay. Jeremy, I turned 45 in June, bro. Yeah. Trash talking ape. You must be new to the planet, brother. I'm not making fun of your intelligence. I'm just telling you. You guys are fun. All right. I'm too broke, but I get together some people and say someday, okay, yeah, just let me know. Like, for real, my number is in the link. My Venmo's in the link. I live in Phoenix, Arizona, USA. I've been throwing out this challenge since fucking day one, guys. Like, I got nothing to hide. That's it. So, Ryan, thanks, brother. Relation, I'm not sure what you're talking about. You know, if you think he's natural, you're the one. How long have you been training trash talking ape? How old are you, actually? How old are you? Do you know what doing something for 30 years with commitment actually looks like? You might just not have the right perspective on certain things. I don't mean that as an insult. I mean as a very serious question. We're the same birth month. There we go. Yeah, June rocks, brother. 34, nice. Guys back, what's up? That's funny. Yeah, you guys are awesome for being on. All right, anyway, 2 sets. Rope crunches, what does that look like? Well, first I need a rope. Let me move this out the way. Okay. Let me find a rope. Hey, how you been? Welcome back. I know, I'm just playing. Hey, brother, you using that rope? Are you using that rope down there? No? Is that yours? You brought? Oh, cool. Thank you. All right, you don't need a lot of weight on these. There's a little bit, goes a long way, so I'll probably put it at 85. So this is probably all the way down. You want to put your lower back to the edge of this, right? And then you're going to keep the weight out front here. You're going to bring the elbows to the knees. That's all you need. That's all you need. Don't do this bullshit. We're not doing this. We're not. This is nothing. That's nothing. We want to sit on the abs. It's got to be out here. There's got to be elbows to knees right there. Okay. Those are abs. Putting the rope around your neck is nothing. It doesn't do anything. Work that negative, get this stretch. Ah, come on. Ouch. Not bad. Not bad. I know it's beyond possible, blah, blah, blah. I've heard that so many times. Guys, people have been talking shit to me since I was in my mid-20s about my natty status. And I'm only getting better. This is not new. Dude's massive. Join the stream. So the forum knew this guy is definitely... What? This is an alt account. Tell me, of course. It makes sense. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I'm not sure what you're talking about. That was beautiful. That was a great set. All right, so we're at 85 on those. Let me go 100 for the final work set. But, guys, instead of talking trash, I know that's what you're designed to do because that's your handle. But instead of talking trash and coming across as a know-it-all, why don't you become a learn-it-all and learn from some people that actually have stayed natty their entire life and gotten great results, like myself. And I don't say that to brag. I say that because it's a fucking fact. Okay? So look for people that have what you want. If you want to be big, natty, I might be a good person to follow. But if you don't want to, my feelings aren't hurt. I'm cool because 10 years from now, I'm going to be better than I am today. So, Dr. Mike wouldn't agree with a lot of things. And his dumbass still talks about doing 52 sets of legs per week. So he has zero credibility of anything in my book. Plus he's sauced to the gills and looks like trash. So I can't take somebody like that serious. I know too many people that look like shit on the sauce and give out crappy information. That's not a new thing. So anyway, here we go. Just because he's popular doesn't mean much to me because he still has nothing that I want. Other than if he told me how to grow a YouTube channel, I'd listen to him. So, yeah, I don't follow Noel either. I don't follow any of those guys. Why? Why would I? They're sauce to the gills. Yeah. That's abs for you guys. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. And what? Trash talking ape. I know a lot of people with PhDs that are fucking stupid. So that doesn't mean much to me. All right. Anyway, that was a great workout. I probably said too much. But you know what? I'm an anti-influencer for sure. If I get canceled because of it, later. I'll be doing my thing 5, 10, 20 years from now anyway. So, but you guys are awesome for being on. Doing ab exercise, fully extended hips. Why? Thanks, bro. That's all I need. You got it. Bro just started going to the gym. Get it done, Martin. Thanks, guys, for jumping on. I'm going to peace out now. Go hang out with the dogs. Until next time, stay focused on your goals. Stay positive. Love your people because life is so short. And I'll see you guys on the next live. You have any plans to grow some muscle? One day. Trash talking is real. Indeed it is, Ryan. I'm damn good at it too. I actually hold myself back. But when people like talk trash, I just give it back. Anyway, later, guys. We'll see ya.